You're watching CBS 8 Mornings at 6.
A lot of water here. The storm moving out here today after dropping heavy rain across San Diego. It is 6 a.m. on your wet Friday. Glad you're with us, everyone. I'm Eric Connert.
And I'm Neda Iranpour. We do have team coverage for you. CBS 8's Regina Yurita live in North County where we saw some flooding. We do want to start with meteorologist Evan Narani tracking the rain for today. What's left in this, Evan?
So just a bit, just a smidge left in remaining rainfall over the course of our Friday here. What we saw from last night into this morning was much more consequential. We saw that moderate to heavy rain pass across the county. Here's a live look at our satellite radar imagery. You can see how all those showers are just scattered for the most part. Pretty light too. If we pull you all the way out to San Luis Obispo, Bakersfield, Santa Barbara, you can see how they're dealing with the same thing. I wouldn't say that by any means we are back to those dry skies, but we're much drier than we were yesterday. We still have about a 10 to 20% shot at remaining showers over the course of the day. There's also an opportunity past about the noon hour for a little bit of sun to peek through. On the roads, the biggest impact is still going to be just some flooding. So watch out for pooling and ponding on the roads. Watch out for any downed trees thanks to the wind last night. And of course, as we head through this morning commute, remember that despite the fact that rain might not be falling right now, we are still seeing impacts on the roads. They're still very wet out there this morning. North County saw the heaviest of rain overnight, and this morning we're seeing some flooding in some areas like you see here on the screen on the 78. We want to send things out to CBS 8's Regina Yurita live in Carlsbad. She's there at the 78 to tell us more on what this has looked like over the last several hours. Regina?
Yeah, good morning, Evan. And some of that flooding made quite the mess in certain parts of North County, even making its way onto the freeway here on State Route 78. This is the entrance of the freeway off of El Camino Real heading eastbound. Caltrans vehicles and crews are still here. They have this entrance closed off. Overnight, a good portion of the freeway was blocked off because of flooding, and right now they're clearing up any body of water that caused some disruption and dangerous driving conditions for those on the road. So at this hour, we're seeing some lanes open back up again. You can see there cars driving through here just in time for the morning rush hour. But let me show you video of some of the flooding we caught on camera around North County last night. Some homes were pretty close to some of that water and just the amount of rain pouring down in parts of the county. Just east of where I'm standing is the Carlsbad Golf Center. The golf course also experienced significant flooding overnight. Normally it opens around 8 in the morning, but it will probably remain closed as crews deal with some of this mess. Now, just standing here, we haven't noticed much rainfall at this hour, but that doesn't mean we're in the clear just yet. Roads are still wet and minor pooling is expected in certain areas, and that can easily cause some congestion. So keep that in mind as you head out to work this morning or if you're dropping off your kids to school. If we can come back live here, you can see another live image of just the Caltrans, some of the vehicles here in this area wrapping up, clearing up the road again just in time as more cars make it onto the road, onto the freeway for that early morning commute. Keep in mind, roads are still wet, so try to drive slow down your speed at this time. You don't want to be speeding as we are dealing with some of these conditions. Again, we're not in the clear just yet. We're going to be expecting some more rain, especially here in North County. For now, I'll send it back to you.
Okay, right. Be careful out there, Regina. Thank you very much for that. And take a look at this, a traffic alert. Please avoid the area of C and 17th Street. Look at all that water. What a mess. This is in the East Village. It is completely flooded right there in the road, the intersection. Road closed signs are up. The water also got close to those tents that you saw. Caltrans has closed it all off. So once again, avoid C and 17th in the East Village. Right now, there are several power outages around San Diego County to let you know about. Thousands of customers are without electricity in many communities. You see the spots right there on your screen, Claremont, San Marcos, and Poway. So that means the street lights might also be out. SDG&E says some could be restored by about 7 a.m., others by 10 this morning.
This morning, San Diego police are searching for the people involved in a hit-and-run crash near the Civic Center Plaza downtown. Look at all the damage here. It happened just after 3 this morning. San Diego police just confirmed to CBS 8 that 3 people were in that car, and then they all took off. They were last seen heading to the trolley. As you can see, the car hit heavy concrete planters and barrier poles. It's not clear if anyone was seriously hurt. Also new this morning, a fourth San Diego teenager has died from the flu. We're working to find out if they were vaccinated or had underlying health conditions. According to the county health officials, nearly 80% of 5 to 17-year-olds have not received this flu vaccine this year. There have been 105 flu deaths in San Diego since July. And this morning, the U.S. Navy is waiting for weather conditions to improve before pulling a jet out of the San Diego Bay.
This jet crashed right off Shelter Island Wednesday morning, attracting a lot of attention and people wondering what happened. CBS 8's Chris Grow live now with an update on the recovery efforts and some new images received. That aircraft still in the water, Chris?
Yeah, it is. And before we go ahead and show you those pictures, we'll just go ahead and set the scene right now. Yesterday, the Navy put out an update saying they had planned to try to start the extraction process yesterday. Weather was not permitting, so they have since delayed it. Now, they are still trying to assess when it is that they will be able to get this plane out of the water, though they did say that that is something they want to get done quickly, but then also safely. Now, let's show you some of those images that we have since seen from yesterday. These are pretty new images that show both the plane as well as the pilot and a crew member there going ahead and ejecting and then parachuting down to the water. This is the Utah couple that took it. You can see the jet just over the water right before the plane crashes. And then in another one, you can see, of course, the pilots parachuting into the water. Then from there, we actually have video and a picture of the pilots as they were pulled safely from the water by a fishing boat captain, that charter boat, able to rescue the pilots and only keep them from being in the water for about a minute or two, according to the Navy. Now, as for, again, the extraction process, weather has been an issue, and this area has been closed down, this section of the harbor. We have a boom that is still surrounding that crash site. It's hard to tell if it has since extended from yesterday, but what that boom is supposed to do is that it's supposed to keep debris, oil, and fuel from spreading after crashes like this. This area is being patrolled by a boat, keeping people away. We do know that others who have boats and other businesses on the other side of the crash scene are not able to get through. That includes a captain of a whale watching company who told us that this weekend is not looking good.
A sold out weekend for us, and we're not sure how to communicate to our customers and what we should be expecting. I'm glad nobody got hurt, but now I need to know what to tell my crew and our customers, and I really don't know what to say.
Yeah, important to note that those two Navy crew members on board of that EA-18 jet, that they were not seriously injured. They ejected. They were in the water for a short time. They went to UCSD Hillcrest for 24-hour observation. But now the focus, of course, into why this really high-tech military jet crashed in the first place. That is still something that is very much a question right now. And then, of course, the other question, when will it be removed from the harbor? Eric Annetta.
Yeah, you need a little break in the weather to try to get that aircraft out. It's been rough there the last day or two, right?
Yeah, so when will that break arrive?
So it looks like over the next couple hours, we're still going to be working with some scattered showers. That's mostly what we have in the forecast. As we get toward the weekend, Saturday, all the way through the middle of next week, we're seeing significant clearing of those skies. Almost no chance of wet weather, single-digit opportunities. But for the rest of the day today, you see that 70% shot. Anything that we see accumulating today is going to be much less impactful than what we saw over the last 24 and 48 hours. Just a few more scattered showers. Also a little bit of fog out there this morning. But we are seeing everything gradually decrease in intensity. Wind, for example, in San Diego, we still have a breeze, and it's a westerly breeze, which means it's still going to stay chilly out there along the coast. But we're only getting up to maybe 20, 25 miles per hour at most, and then watching as those winds die down. A wind advisory over our mountains and deserts is set to expire early tomorrow morning. Take a look at your high temperatures for this afternoon. We're trending about 5 to 10 degrees cooler than average being about 66 degrees. Santee, El Cajon expected to see a high of 60, 62 for San Diego, 57 for La Jolla, and 59 for PB. We take you up to North County, similar situation on hand, mostly upper 50s and low 60s is what we can expect as we move forward. But of course, chillier off toward our local mountains and deserts. Julian only looking at a high of 46 degrees this afternoon, 41 for Mount Laguna, and then off toward our deserts, we're staying in the 60s. But again, what we have on hand for today is still that gradual decrease. We don't see everything happen all at once. We see slow transitions. So we saw that leading up to this storm, clouds started to intensify, temperatures started to cool down. We got the brunt of it Wednesday, Thursday, and then now as we head through the rest of the day Friday, it's acting as a day of transition, away from the showers, away from the wind, away from the cooler temperatures, and toward a much more comfortable upcoming weekend. Temperatures over the weekend are going to be in the upper 60s, even low 70s possible inland. We're going to take a little bit of a dip in temperatures from Monday and Tuesday, and then they climb right back up again by next week. Average high is 66 degrees, so take a look at how many of these days are expected to be above average in the next 10. That means if you are tired of the wet weather, it wasn't lasting too long, but if you are tired of it, we are headed toward more sunshine and warmth in the forecast. Let's look outside, talk about your drive times right now. It's not slowing down too much because volume is still very light. 5 southbound, 78 westbound, 52 westbound, all smooth. Let's take a look at your border wait times this morning, where it is a 45-minute wait at the San Ysidro Port of Entry, a 20-minute wait at Otay Mesa. Ned and Eric.
A lot lighter of a wait time there. Okay, thank you, Evan. For the latest weather conditions and any alerts on the go, download our free CBS 8 app from Google Play or the Apple App Store. You can sign up for weather alerts in your area and track the storm on our live radar.